Hello everyone, my name is Muruta Enoch and we are going to revise together biology, the paper that was written by the internal candidate in 2017. The question is coming from the transportation of substances in plants. The question reads, figure 4.0 shows the longitudinal section of a stem. Then they are showing certain parts from there, so I can see there is a pith. So the role of the pith, or the function of the pith, is that it is responsible in storage of water and nutrients, and then that part labeled S is what we call the xylem, which is responsible in transportation of water and mineral salts. Also T, the part that is in the middle, is called the cambium, which is responsible or contributes to the growth, to the secondary growth of the xylem and the phloem. And then U, that is phloem, and the part that is responsible in transportation of manufactured food. And then the collection of the xylem, cambium, and the phloem is what we call the vascular bundle. Vascular bundle or tissues, those are just tissues that are responsible in transportation of substances around the plant. Then they are saying, question 1, A, which letters in figure 4.0 correspond to cambium, xylem, and the phloem? So we can start answering. So the part that corresponds to cambium, that is T, and then the one that corresponds to xylem, that is S, then the last one that corresponds to phloem, that is U. Then we proceed to the second question. So second, they are saying explain the functions of S and T in the plant. So S and T, so S, that is xylem, and then T, that is cambium. So S, that is the xylem, it is responsible in transportation of mineral salts and water. That is the role of S. And then they are saying T, which is cambium, so it promotes secondary growth of xylem and phloem tissues. So that is those are the possible solutions. We proceed to the next question. So they are saying which letter corresponds to the structure which need companion cell to function properly. So one thing that you should bear in mind is that companion cells, they are present to the phloem tissues. So the answer there is supposed to be U. And then we proceed to the last one, where they are saying which letter in figure 4.0 corresponds to the structure in which substance can either move up or down. So first we answer. So you have to be very careful whenever you are answering. So they are saying which letter corresponds to the structure which needs companion cells to function properly. So that is U. because companion cells, they are attached to what? To phloems, tissues. And then the last one, they said which letter in figure 4.0 correspond to the structure in which substances can either move up or down. Substances can either move up or down, that is the same letter labeled U, that is phloem, the one that is responsible. So when translocation takes place, where the manufactured food are being transported from the leaves to the other parts of the plant. So please don't forget to share, like this video, also subscribe, so that whenever I post the new videos, you are able to watch and share. See you in the next video.